Our case actually starts out in Fort Myers, Florida, where David Francis Bieber was born on the 3rd of February 1966. Son of a high school principal, Bieber was a popular and successful student. He was described by peers as being polite and friendly. Bieber was talented in sports, setting records for swimming in the breaststroke and being incredibly good at football. However, he failed to turn his sports success into a college sports career. In 1984, he opted to join the US Marine Corps. However, it chose to be the wrong career path for Bieber, and just a year later, he was eventually discharged. For a fresh start, Bieber started visiting local gyms, where he started bodybuilding. He actually became very good and started winning competitions. But this would develop into Bieber starting to use steroids. His contact with police started in 1990, when he was given a restraining order after attacking a woman and her daughter. In 1994, he got another one for attacking his ex-girlfriend. As well as enhancing muscle growth, there are several side effects of steroid use, which can cause people to be irrational, violent, and short-tempered. Bieber was slowly becoming addicted to steroids, to the point where he started selling them himself. This was probably so he could fund his own steroid use. During his bodybuilding career, he would encounter and befriend German weightlifter Marcus Müller. David Bieber was in a relationship with Danielle LaBelle in the autumn of 1994. But after a week of marriage, LaBelle left him for Müller. However, this wouldn't last, as in February 1995, Müller would be shot dead in his own home. He was actually discovered by his partner Danielle LaBelle. The police knew the prime suspect, who had to be David Bieber, but he had an alibi, proving he was elsewhere at the time. However, a couple of months later, Michelle Stanforth, an ex-girlfriend of David Bieber, was shot at 4 times. Despite being shot at 4 times, every single bullet missed her. It was an eerily similar attack to the attack on Marcus Müller, in which her address was staked out. But this time, the gunman would be identified as a 17-year-old named David Snipes. He was taken into question by the police, and he actually admitted to shooting dead Marcus Müller, but he said he had been hired by another man named John Saladino. Then Saladino would claim that he had paid Snipes $1,000 per hit, but it had all been financed by his friend, none other than David Bieber. Saladino and Snipes would actually be arrested for their involvement in the murder of Marcus Müller and the attempted murder of Michelle Stanforth. But Bieber was one step ahead, and he had a plan to flee the US before any charges could be brought.